Most of the studies with exercise and smoking cessation have been done with aerobic training, and most of them have been done in women. And so with this study, we did both in men and women, and we seen similar results of that with the experimental group, the resistance training, the exercise piece, that people were more likely to quit, and that's similar to what's been done with aerobic exercise. What we found is that after 12 weeks of resistance training and 8 weeks of the nicotine patch, we found, in comparison to a control group, that individuals at the 3-month follow-up were twice as likely to quit smoking. We looked again at whether or not they were smoking at the 6-month assessment, and we found that the rates were essentially the same. They would come on site to a facility twice a week, and they did 10 exercises, and it was meant initially to be light and easy in the beginning. Everybody did 1 set of each exercise for 10 repetitions, and then we increased the sets to 2 sets, and then we increased the weight as time went on. So there were adjustments made at the 4th week and then at the 10th week. In this study, we measured body fat, and so we had a good sense of whether or not, and we looked at body weight. So we looked at whether or not people not only were maintaining or losing or gaining weight, but we were able to see whether or not that weight was fat. And so in the resistance training condition, we saw that they not only lost weight, but they lost body fat. So that gives us an indication that the weight that they lost is body fat loss, opposed to just, it could be muscle mass loss or some other kind of loss. In the control condition, we saw that they gained weight and gained body fat. In comparison to the aerobic activity and the aerobic research that's been done, that's a very unique finding, that most of the studies have only looked at just body weight. So we're not clear on the composition change, but with this study, we are. What I would want people to know from this study, and what is kind of the take-home message, is that resistance training may be a viable option, that resistance training may be a preferred type of exercise for certain people, say for example men, and more men smoke than women, and so this might be something where we can say to men, hey, here's a type of exercise that you might like to do, and it can help you with quitting.